Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the series of Python for beginners, and in today's video, as you can see on my screen, we are going to talk about modules. So the topics that we are going to cover today are: what is a module? We'll talk about the creation of a module. We'll talk about how to use a module. We'll talk about variables in a module, how we can define them, how we can use them. We talk about naming and renaming. If you have a long name for a module, you can shorten it, and how do we do it? We'll see that. We'll talk about the built-in modules which are already available with Python installation. So before moving in the video, I would like to request over here that if you have not subscribed my channel yet, kindly do so. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So let us understand what exactly is a module. A Python module is something same as a code library. So if you have studied anything about some high-level languages such as Java, you know about the concept of packages. It's somewhat related to that only. It has an extension py. So if you can write your own module, you have to give an extension py, which is a normal program extension that you have already gone through that. It is a file containing a set of functions you want to include in your application. So what you do, you write a module, you can write some sort of function, some sort of statements in that. And when you import that module, you can use all of them without writing them again. It contains definitions and statements. It can be used to define functions, classes, and variables. And as I said, that you can write your functions, classes over there, and you can import them to use in your program. This will save you a lot of time in order to write a new sentence, a function, classes, or a variable. You require time. Okay, so you already write them in a module, and then you can just import that. And we'll take an example for a variable as well, and we'll see how to import that in a new program and how to use that. So without further ado, let's dive right into the demo part. So you can see the demo part over here. So I'll just close everything over here. Let me just close this and let's understand what exactly is going. So I've written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 programs over here, and we'll understand it. So first of all, we'll understand the first module. So this is a very basic idea of a module. So def is a function over here, say hello, and it has a name, and it has been saying hello, and then it will print the name. Now what exactly happens over here? Now you can see there is nothing over here in terms of cache kind of a thing. Everything is checked in into my repository. But when I run this file, let's see what happens. So if I do a first over here and hit enter, you can see there is nothing printed over here, which is perfectly fine because we are not going to use that. This is just definition of a module, and we have defined it over here. Okay, now what is happening? We'll go to use first module. So this is the program that we are going to use. Now we have imported first module, which is this. Now what will happen is I'm trying to use the function that is defined in first module, which is this, and I'm going to use it through my use first module name. First module is this, and dot say hello, which is the function name, and logic ops lab. So this is how I'm going to use, and let's see how it works. So the program is use, hit tab, enter, and you can see it has printed hello logic ops lab, and it has created a PyCache over here. So this has come because I've created a module, and because of that it has PyCache. If I click over it, it won't open, so you don't need to open it. It is just, it would be there. I've not checked it into my repository, so you can create it on your own. Okay. Now, oh, by the way, it'll automatically will be created. So this is how you use a basic example of use. I was on use first module. Okay. So when you can use the same name first module, which is already defined over here, say hello, you can use the function that was defined over here. And that's how it works, guys. So you have imported a first module, which is a module, and you have used in your program. Now let us understand the variable module. Okay, so this is an example of variable module. So you can see there is a dictionary over here in which we have 4 values: name, logic of lab, founded, the year, country, India, and the subscriber. At the time of shooting this video, this is 588 subscriber. Okay, and that's also mean that you need to subscribe my channel and make sure that you have hit the bell icon. Okay, let's move forward. So let me clean this. Okay, now this var module is already defined. I have to use it. So what I'll do is I'll use through use var module. What I'm doing is I'm importing my module, which is var module. I'm giving just some random value, a module name dot company. This company, what is this? This is the name of my dictionary, which I have already defined. If you want to see it, you can just go back to var module, and you can see this company is over here, and it has the values over here. Okay, Now if I go back to my use var module company, I'm talking about the subscriber. So it will print the value of subscriber and it will take that value from where? From my var module. So let us understand and run this. So if I use var module, hit enter, and you can see it has taken the value 588 from where? From var module 588 and has printed over here in my this use var module. Okay, so accessing dictionary after import. So importing the var module and we are doing. So you can create a with any kind of name, and but just make sure that the convention is to have a small name for the module that you define. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood it. If you have not, take a pause over here, try to understand this and then only move forward. Now we are going to change the name. We'll try to name do the rename kind of a thing. Okay, so what you can do, the var module in the previous example, you have seen that var module I have used just as it is over here. But now by using as keyword over here, var module as VM. So we'll access the dictionary after import by using VM. But this time I am not using subscriber, I'm using name. So vm.company, company one is what? Dictionary. Where it was defined, I'll show you again. It was defined over in my var module, this, and we are trying to use, we can use anything, name, founded. We are going to use one of these values, which is name, and then I go over here and it is going to print what? The name. So let us understand what is this. So my program name is use modular rename, and you can see it has printed logic ops lab. If I would have given any other value over here, it would have printed it. It is exactly the same which I have shown in the previous program. The only difference is I'm using VM over here because I want to rename it or just shorten it, because I don't want to type var module every time. It can make my code look lengthier. Okay, so that's how you work on it. Okay, now let's talk about the built-in ones. So these are the built-in ones, and let us understand how this works. Okay, so I'm importing a platform. So platform is already existing and it comes with the installation of Python. So you can read over here, this module tries to retrieve as much platform identifying data as possible. It makes this information available via function APIs. So this is already available. Now I'm trying to print what exactly is my OS. So my OS is right now Windows 11. So it is going to print Windows over here. Okay, so that's how you can import it. Just give the name import platform, and I'm going to use platform.system. This system, where is it? We have not written this method or written this function. You can say this is already present in platform library or a module in which it is defined, and we are going to use that. So it is going to print what exactly? It is going to print Windows. So let us run this and understand. So the program name is built in, hit tab, enter, and you can see it has printed Windows. So I hope you have understood this. Now we are going to talk about the other modules which are built in, which is math module. So there are two ways to do it. First, I want to do a square root. So I can do it like this: from math import sqrt. So I'm just talking about importing sqrt from math module, and I'm using it over like this: print sqrt 36. So it's going to give me 6, as 36 square root is 6, and this is how it works. You can just hover over it and it will show you that it returns the square root of x, and x can be any value. Okay, but there is other way to do it. I can just import math over here. Okay, but when you import math, all the methods that are inside it, you just have to mention them by using this name. So if I had been using from math import factorial, I don't have to give math over here. But now I just have imported math over here. So print math.factorial. So I hope you guys have understood the difference between this and this. Here I have imported sqrt function explicitly, but here I have just imported math module. So that's why I have to give math.factorial. And 5 factorial is 120, which is which everyone knows. And then pow is a power function, 2 raised to the power 4. So 2 raised to the power 4 is 4 times. So 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. 8 2s are 16, which is this answer. So I hope you have understood this part. First is the very basic one, this importing the platform, which is the built-in sqrt specific function. We are calling it explicitly, but here we are just importing the math, and then we have to give the module name and the function that we are trying to call. So I hope you guys have understood this part. Okay, now let's talk about the last topic for today, and then just let me clean this and I will run this import and we can learn this side by side. Okay, so if I do enter over here, let us understand what is happening. So this is an importing all kind of a thing. So when you do a star over here, it imports everything. every method. Okay, so from math, import all or asterisk, and then on the second part, I'm importing time over here. There are two different things over here and two ways to do it. So if you can see that if I imported math from import, so every method, everything that is present in this module will come over here, and I don't have to use math.sqrt. The same function sqrt 36 is 6, factorial of 5 is 120, and power of 5 is to 3, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, and that's the answer. I'm creating a time object over here, time.asc. Time is a function. It will convert a time tuple to a string, and when the time tuple is not present, current time is returned as the local time is used. Okay, so this is what has printed. So December 8, 3 p.m. 2021 is current date right now, which it has printed. And if you talk about the time object too, it will tell you the Greenwich Mean Time. So it will tell you in this form. So if you want to confirm, what you can do is, let me open up a browser over here and let's see how it works. So if I open a browser over here and let me just drag it over here, how it will define. So it is a browser over here, and then I'll just type Greenwich Mean Time and let's see what it gives. So it is giving 9:31 a.m. 8 December. Okay, and what it is giving it, you can see 2021 is the year, 12th is the month, 8th is your, what exactly it is giving. Let me check, and let me check again, GMT. Oh, okay, I was correct. So I just have to go back over here, 9:31 over here. Let me just refresh it again, 9:32. Okay, let's read this. So if I go over here, 12 is the month, which you already know. TM hour is the hour, which is 9. You can see over here, which is the 9. 30 minutes, because it has been 2 minutes since I've seen this. I'll just run it again, and you can see 32 minutes now, which is 32 over here. And then time 51 second. If I'll refresh it, it will become 33. Yes, perfect. If I run it again, it will make it 33, which is this time 2 second, and this is how it works, guys. I think this is 342 is the number of day, which I'm not confirmed yet, but yeah, 342 is the number of day. We have 365 days in this year, and that's how it works, guys. So I hope you guys have understood it, and if there is an issue, feel free to comment below and we will address that. So just make sure that you go through all these programs and you write these programs. I just want you to write on your own. Try to pick up pen and paper, write your own programs, and then run it, and then you'll be very much confident about this course. So guys, I hope you have understood everything. If there is an issue, feel free to comment below and we will address that. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.